Hi, welcome back to Everyday Behavior. My name is Mary Ann Shepard, and I'm so happy to be with you here today, bringing you our 6th video this month. During this video, we are talking about the GARS. The GARS is an assessment that's really good for looking at restricted and repetitive behavior or social behavior with autism. So it's really tapping into those social goals that you may be working on. We talked about the GARS last month when we were talking about assessment or progress monitoring tools. Today we're going to talk about it within the aspect of creating our goals. And so what does the GARS look like? The GARS is a very simple, very short self-report that a parent or teacher can complete for the child. It's quick and easy to score, and so you score it up, and in your manual and your kit, it's going to tell you how to interpret those scores. However, one of the things that I love about the GARS that makes it really easy for setting goals and objectives is their instructional objectives manual. And so when you purchase the GARS, you often will purchase, if you purchase their introductory kit or whatever, the instructional objectives for individuals who have autism. Within this, you take a goal. So you go to your manual that your teacher created, and you look for those that are answered with the 1 or the 0. So the teachers are going to answer that this is not at all like the individual, not very much like the individual, somewhat like the individual, or very much like the individual. And then you're going to look at those scores or those questions that maybe the child does not have, or those deficits that they have, or maybe the behavioral excesses that they have. And then of the goals or of the items that you want to target, so you're going to select those items. Then you're going to look in the manual, and it's going to give you specific goals and objectives to address those things. And so maybe it shows minimal expressed pleasure when interacting with others. Okay, so that's something, that's item number 19, shows minimal expressed pleasure when interacting with others. Okay, so what are our goals for that? And this gives us 2 potential goals to increase. So one is increased expressed verbal pleasure when interacting with others, and goal 2 is increased nonverbal expressions of pleasure when interacting with others. So how are we going to do that? What are our objectives? Objective number A is when interacting with teacher or peer in a preferred activity and asked, "Is this fun?" the student will sign, say, or communicate with the communication device, "Yes." Okay? So very simple. So if you ask the child, "Is this fun?" they'll say, "Yes," or no. When interacting with the teacher or peer in a preferred activity, the student will say, sign, or communicate with a communication device, "This is fun." So the first objective is when asked the question, "Is this fun?" the student will answer yes or no. And then the second objective is during that activity, the student will spontaneously say, "This is fun," or a similar positive statement. "I like this," or "Can we do this again?" Okay? And so then on the next one, when told "do this," while the teacher is smiling, "do this." So we talked about imitation. And what's interesting is kids with autism often don't express pleasure or don't express facial expressions, and so they don't realize that they've got that flat affect of, and so you have to teach them to smile to show enjoyment. Or when told to smile, "Kate, you need to smile when you're having fun." So showing them will smile within 3 seconds. So that's one of the things that we look at actually when we are assessing for autism, is I smile at a child, and typically if somebody smiles at you, you naturally smile back. A child with autism may not reciprocate that smile. It's called a social smile. And so when playing with a preferred toy or game, the teacher will say, "Show me a happy face." And so again, teaching the student to smile or use those nonverbal cues when they're happy. And so there are many goals and objectives within the instructional manual of the GARS. It helps to break down those social skills. We know when they're missing, but we don't necessarily know what they are, and we don't know how to get from not having it to having it. And so the GARS instructional manual and instructional objectives, I don't particularly advocate for the use of the GARS as a diagnostic assessment tool, but I do think it's really good in helping to identify some of the specific weaknesses and align your goals and objectives with measurable goals and objectives to go with it. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you've enjoyed this video, please like us on Facebook and YouTube and follow us so that you receive our up-to-date materials. And you can also find additional materials to support this video on our Facebook page or our website at everydaybehaviors.com, or you can search for us at Everyday Behavior with Dr. Mary Ann. Thank you and have a wonderful day.